Hello, and welcome to Fahrenheit 451, Lesson 6, Writing a Precise Claim, Counterclaim, and Rebuttal. We've been reading Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave by Frederick Douglass, and analyzing and assessing how the author develops claims and the central idea. Before we dive into this lesson, though, let's look at that culminating writing task prompt. How is a theme of Fahrenheit 451 shaped by a literary element or device? To answer this question, you must first determine a theme of Fahrenheit 451. You will need to select the literary element or device you think most strongly conveys the theme. You will need to examine how the selected theme is shaped and refined by the element or device you selected. Then you will write a literary analysis that supports your claims in answer to the question and demonstrates an understanding of the text. Today you will analyze a writing prompt, practice outlining an analysis paragraph and writing a claim, counterclaim, and a rebuttal, and you will write that analysis paragraph. For this lesson, you will need Chapter 7 from Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave by Frederick Douglass, the Central Idea and Theme Tracker, the Annotating Language handout, the Analyzing and Assessing Claims handout, the Writing and Analysis Paragraph handout, and the Analysis Paragraph document found in today's lesson. The page numbers for these items are also found in today's lesson post in Google Classroom. Structuring an argument with a claim, counterclaim, and rebuttal is an important building block for writing the essay in the culminating writing task and the research essay in the extension task. It is also important for completing the persuasive speech in the extension task. The writing analysis paragraph handout is broken down into steps to take to write a strong paragraph. You will need to keep this handout to use throughout the unit. You will now complete Part 1 of the Writing and Analysis Paragraph handout. You will have 4 minutes to complete this activity. Now we're going to partner up or group up and complete Part 2 of the Writing and Analysis Paragraph handout with your partner or group. You will need to refer back to the Analyzing Language handout and the Analyzing and Assessing Claims handout. You also need to refer back to the text and your annotations on the text. You will have 10 minutes to complete Part 2 of this handout. Remember that the structure of an analysis paragraph is claim, evidence, and reasoning. The claim is the opinion that you're trying to prove with the evidence and stitch together with your reasoning how the evidence or why the evidence backs up your claim. This structure is used for the body paragraph of an analysis essay. In just a minute, we are going to review the claim organizer in Part 3 of the Writing and Analysis handout. Then you will complete Part 3 of the Writing and Analysis paragraph handout on your own. Remember to refer back to both the Analyzing Language handout and the Analyzing and Assessing Claims handout, as well as your text and the annotations in the text that you made. You will have 10 minutes to complete this. Having a precise claim is key to writing a strong analysis. A precise claim is a claim that uses a strong verb and thorough evidence from the text. Listen and follow along as I revise my claim to be more precise. Look at my claim on the board. Does my claim include a strong verb to describe what the author does? Does my claim connect back to the prompt by describing the language, the type of language that Douglas uses? Does my claim connect back to the prompt by describing the type of claim Douglas uses? Does my claim connect back to the prompt by explaining Douglas's point of view? So look at my new claim that's up on the board. Is this one more precise than my previous example? Now you are going to complete part 4 of the writing and analysis paragraph handout on your own. You will have 3 minutes to do so. Remember to refer back to the same questions I asked myself on the previous slide. Listen and follow along as I model thinking through the construction of a counterclaim and rebuttal. In just a minute, we're going to review the counterclaim organizer in part 5 of the writing and analysis handout. When I write a counterclaim, I want to ask myself, what claims could someone make against my argument? In other words, if they disagreed with my argument, what claim would they make? If I was arguing against myself, what would I say? What other responses to the prompt could be valid? In writing a rebuttal, I'm going to think about what my response to this counterclaim would be, and what makes my claim more valid than the counterclaim. So now let's look at parts 5 and 6 of the writing and analysis paragraph handout. Now you are going to complete parts 5 and 6 of the writing and analysis paragraph handout. If you do not finish this during this class period, you will need to complete it as part of your homework. Remember to refer back to the Analyzing Language handout and the Analyzing and Assessing Claims handout, as well as the text and your annotations on the text. I'm going to leave the model organizer up on the screen as you work. You will have 10 minutes to complete this activity. For homework, you will write the claim and counterclaim paragraphs in the writing and analysis paragraph handout. For that, you will need Chapter 7 from Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave by Frederick Douglass, your writing and analysis paragraph handout, your Analyzing Language handout, and the Analyzing and Assessing Claims handout. Congratulations! You have completed Lesson 6 of the Fahrenheit 451 unit. In this lesson, you expressed your understanding of a text through planning to write claim and counterclaim paragraphs and practiced writing a precise claim, counterclaim, and rebuttal, as well as finding evidence and developing reasoning.